Hi Doni, how are you?
Hi, Ananya. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine, totally
Yeah.
fine. So before we start, I would just like to introduce the Rakshin Project for everyone who is joining us right now. So the Rakshin Project is by Sakshi and it's a youth-led movement through which we're reaching out to over 40 lakh NSS volunteers like Doni herself. And we are hoping to create Rakshins who are preventers of child sexual abuse, and through systemic intervention, we hope to disrupt cycles of violence and establish a new norm of compassion, accountability, and empathy. So this November, we started on the 13th, and we have done. We're having conversations with Rakshins and finding out where they are coming from, and I am super excited to do this. So first, welcome to the Rakshin Festival, as we want to call
Thank
it.
you. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah. So, how was college? How are you doing?
So, first I'll introduce myself. So, a
Okay,
big,
sure.
yeah. So, a big hello to all who are having with us today. So, I'm Doni Usha. I'm studying BCom Computers in second year from Vanita College, and I'm proud to say that I'm a NSS volunteer, which made me to become a Rakshin. Yeah.
That's very nice. So, so how is college going? How is your course going?
Yeah, it is totally different from my school days and from my inter days. It is totally become a online interaction. First we used to have a live interaction where teachers used to see us and we used to see the teachers, but now it is a virtual interaction. So all the Zoom meetings, Google Meets have made all our day, it is our day routine, it became our day routine. And first we used to write the notes in the notebooks, we used to go to the stationery, we used to buy the books, but now it is all PDF. The subjects are turned into the PDFs, and and even yeah, we can listen to those classes at any time of the day by
Hmm,
screen recording. Yeah,
that's
it is
nice.
so different.
Yeah, it's the same for me, and I do not like it. I,
Even I too.
yeah, I learn through interaction and I learn through discussion, and I really like talking to people. So you put me in a box or behind a camera and it's like, oh god, why am I here? I should just sleep on my bed. It's just there by my side. So yeah.
Yeah.
um, so when you're talking about the pandemic and the kind of change that it has brought in by putting ourselves into homes, it brings in the question of making home a safe space. So
Yeah.
I would like to talk to you a little about that and how the Rakshin project ties in and how did you start? You said you started with the Rakshin project because of NSS, but
Yeah,
is
because of
there
it.
any particular memory that stuck with you, which is why you are with us even now?
Yeah, a memory, like I was so introvert to speak in front of so many people. I don't want to share my personal things. So after joining this project, the Rakshin project, I by doing the each one teach two, it was
Hmm.
so memorable because it is not was one day, it is all 1 week to convince the people, to make them free, to make them comfortable. And I did not make one video for that, I made a 3 4 videos for it, to make a person comfortable and to make a topic more in deeper.
Yeah.
So yeah, so now a person can speak in front of me about their personal things, like about their if like my younger sister or my cousins can speak in front of me about if someone sees abuse, or they can speak about these things. So in first I was so shy and to speak about this. So yeah, the Rakshin made me so to speak on, yeah.
That's nice. Actually,
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about the E20 because that's one of my favorite exercises as part of the Rakshan project. Because I
Yeah.
always think that that's the part of it where you're building a community. So I really like it. And so, who were the two people you thought? You said your younger sister and the other one?
Like my mother.
Your mother. Okay.
Yeah.
And how did that conversation go?
Like with the mother, first I was like, Mom, I need to speak with you about these things. Like, what you are talking? We should not speak in this, like in front of camera. If you want to speak me personally. So after convincing her 2-3 days, I said it is like these videos are not in public. These are shown only to our ma'ams. They will guide us. They will help us to grow in our life more better. Like it made us so easy. So yeah, she is convinced at last. And like in younger, she was so shy to speak in front of camera. Like
Oh.
she don't want to come in front of camera. She said, "We will do the voice recording. I will say anything that you want." Yeah, it is so memorable for me.
And how did they learn anything from the conversation? Did you talk about it later? Did they learn anything? Did they take away from the exercise?
Yeah, like after the video, when we met again, they talk about safe spaces and the difficult conversations and the power of no. Importantly, so in first, like before joining this project, even I used to think that saying no is not our like is not our right because we are under our parents, so we can't say we can't say against to them. We need to follow them, and they, yeah. So like after this, yeah, I have realized something, and even they have learned so much. Like I am so proud that at least my parents, my neighbors who have joined me in each one teach two, even they have learned so much.
That's nice. So, so how important do you think that it's for us to continue these uncomfortable conversations? It's of course not comfortable for anyone to talk about sexual abuse,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
how important do you think it is to continue this? And what were some hiccups you faced?
Yeah, like it is so important to have the difficult conversation and to know it is important or not. Because first we'll start without no reason we'll start, and if parents say something, we will stop over there in the middle. So there is no point in talking about that. And parents have some other impression. 2-3 days will go on in that way. So yeah, so difficult conversation is very important, but we first we need to be confident about our topic, what we want to speak, and when we want to speak. So like difficult conversation after becoming a teenager, when we are in young, more difficult conversations will become like night parties, like with friends birthdays, or like going out, like using more phone, like technology. Due to these online classes, the parents will say how much time you sit in front of cameras.
So they keep
24 by, yeah, 24/7 you want the phone.
Yeah. So the issue with me is I work with the Rakshin Project. I
Yeah.
also study side
Mm-hmm.
by side. So I am literally like 24 hours in front of my laptop. And it's not an exaggeration at this point. So I keep getting these nudges. Just yeah, don't talk to us. Talk to your camera only. Maybe we have to call you in order to reach you. If that can help you listen to me, then sure. Um, do you think? Okay, so we spoke about how we can broach these rather uncomfortable topics and have these difficult conversations with confidence and with the right kind of language. Do you think it has helped you build some kind of community, especially like within your own college or something? Or do you think it has aided you in any way in that sense?
Yeah, it have helped me because after listening the difficult conversation webinar, I have learned so much from it. Like first, I have learned what I have to speak and what I shouldn't speak in front of people. See, like I can't share each and everything with my parents or with my friends. There is a line between them. So yeah, so these difficult conversation after listening to the webinar, I understood when to speak, how to speak, and where to speak. And first, we need to make the other person comfortable to speak about it, because when we start a something like difficult conversation, if we take a conversation like child sexual abuse, the person should listen to us first. If they are not willing to listen, they will get anger, they will shout with us, so this will start again. The topic will go in a wrong direction again. So first we need to have a clear cut idea about what we are gonna speak in front of the parents or the friends or whom we want to speak.
Okay, so you said that you first need to make the other person comfortable. So I just want to understand what you personally do or have done in order to make people more comfortable around you.
Like first I used to say them in their perspective of view. If we take some topic, they think in a different way. So what they'll think. So why it is wrong. So why we need to speak and why we need to raise the voice. So first I will go with their direction and slowly they will come to my direction.
That's nice. That's literally what we're trying to do, changing behaviors here and
Exactly.
creating that system of prevention. And I'm so glad that we have volunteers like you who are doing this.
Yeah.
So, is there any specific reason you were inclined towards joining the NSS and towards engaging in social change?
Yeah, like first in the very beginning, when I was in the schooling part, I was daily used to see the news. Like I'm not interested to see the news, but our teachers used to say, "Today this news has happened." So another day, another teacher will come. So in home also, parents used to say, and like I don't read more newspapers, but I watch the news in Google, like the news apps are there. Na? So after 10th class, I have started reading those, like from online. So after that, I get to know like how much different things are happening around us in our environment without knowing us. And these things like child abuse things also happening only the people who know with us. It is not like that some person is coming and doing the abuse. It is from us, like the person is knowing us. So like I have thought why I should not become a social responsible person. And in the college of my inter, I have got a chance to join as an NSS volunteer, and like now I'm continuing my NSS volunteering. And on my journey of this, I found a webinar of in March, I think, of sir. So he have conducted a webinar on this project. So after seeing the webinar, I have realized so much. Like 1 or 2 days, I was so calm and thinking about this project, like about this Rakshin project. The help should not done only physically, but even mentally, because there are very less members who support us mentally. So I have inspired so much of the webinar, and after that I have joined to this Rakshin project, and now I'm here with you.
I'm so glad you are. So, finally, my last question would be for you if you had to say one line about your experience as a Rakshan and what you would like to tell future Rakshans, because right now you're a senior. So, what
Yeah,
would you like to tell the future Rakshans who will be following you?
yeah. So like the future Rakshin should after seeing the webinars, after knowing the environment, what is going around us. So I say only one thing: when you listen or when you are victim of some abuse, speak it up, raise your voice, so that this will be stopped. So why it will happen? Because no one will speak about this. So when someone knows about this or someone comes to you and say about this, please trust them and make like raise your voice and speak about that. Like saying to their parents or their friends to whom they are safe with. Yeah, so like I will say raise your voice.
Thank you so much. That's literally what we're trying to say. We are trying to build a community where each one of us feels accountable for the harm that is caused to the other person, and in cases of sexual violence, that is literally what happens. We need to
Yeah.
start taking the responsibility in our own hands. And yeah, so thank you so much. And do you have any parting thoughts? Do you want to say something?
No, just I want to thank to you also for inviting me here and yeah, for knowing my journey about it. Thank you.
It was great talking to you. And are there any questions you want to ask us as a team or to me as a person? Any questions at
Yeah,
all?
like the Rakshin project initially by start like we are a freshers batch we can say. So now we become a seniors. Now the second batch will come again. So yeah, if we can know this from schooling, it would be more better from like 8th standard or 9th standard. They can understand things. So yeah,
Yeah, so the reason the Rakshin project is aimed at young adults is mainly because it's by no means that children aren't capable of handling themselves or anything, but we just feel
exactly.
that okay, firstly that much onus, like the Rakshin has a lot of responsibility in terms of prevention, right? That's why even when it comes to prevention, when we talk about the radar Rakshin, we talk about identification of an adult who can help you out or who can aid
Exactly,
you in the
exactly.
process of support. So because it is an extremely difficult space to be in, and it takes a lot of power in order to provide the justice or the environment of safety that is required. So
Yeah.
the thing about going to eighth or ninth year, I mean, people in eighth or ninth standard or kids in that grade would be that we can't give them that responsibility. What we can do is
Yeah,
give them
we
the
can't give
education. Yeah.
exactly to make them awareness. Like
Hmm.
we know only the subjects. Till now, I've studied only the subjects that we have in our schooling and colleges. But in irrespective of these subjects, I don't know. Like I'm not connected with any other activities. So if these activities like come more, we have more chances to grow and we can develop like the change we can see so more soon.
That's another reason why when we talk about each teach too, we ensure that the Rakshins talk to one person who's older to them and one person who's younger to them, so that
Yeah.
that is a chain of knowledge that is actually found.
Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay,
but
nice
yeah,
talking to you
it was great talking to you. So,
then. Yeah.
thank you for coming here, and we hope to create more Rakshans like you in every house who's capable of preventing child sexual abuse and ending violence. And in order to facilitate this, all of you present here, just please visit the link in the bio and you can donate to us. And you can also join us for our preview webinar that we have every Sunday. So let's make home a safe space. And we have these conversations going on for a while now. We have an entire festival running here.
Yeah.
So please do join us. Doni, even you, please join us. And
Yeah, sure. I will join every Sunday in your webinar. Yeah.
thank you so much. That's extremely flattering. I shall tell Swarnam that. That's a
Yeah.
compliment for him. So yeah. Thank you so much, Doni. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Have a great day. Good
Thank
night.
you.